Oh my god. My babies, I've missed you so much. I know I look weird. I'm sunburned everywhere. You can see the lines from my glasses. Can you see them? Ratchet. What up everybody, it's your boy Ivo, and I can't believe I did that. A month in the army, miles away from my family. A brand new life, oh my god. I promised you I'd make an update video once I got back, and OMG, a lot of things happened. First of all, getting to the military base took me 17 hours. I took a bus and a train, 17 hours. Wow, that was tiring. I was exhausted, I hadn't slept much, and boom, I was thrown into this brand new lifestyle that was exactly the opposite of how my life used to be. There was no good food, very important, no internet access, what? Not much free time. We were all exhausted by the end of every day. But let's take it from the beginning. Monday, the 15th of May was the day I was leaving my hometown. Saying goodbye to my family was the most difficult thing. The look on my mother's face was heart-wrenching when we said goodbye. I met a guy on the bus, a very bubbly guy, and it was nice to have someone to talk to because otherwise I would be drowning in anxiety and self-doubt. Funny part was that he was going to the same military base that I was going. That was mad. The first day in the army was frightening. Almost the entire day was spent waiting in lines, signing stuff, trying on clothes, and shitting myself. Sleeping that night was super weird because we were like 40 people in a room, but it was a lot better than I thought it'd be. I thought I wouldn't sleep at all, but I slept like 3 or 4 hours, so that was good. Waking up the next day though, yeah, that's a morning I'll never forget. The soldiers woke us up at 5 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. like they told us, and they were rushing us to get ready in 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds. I'm not exaggerating at all. They were like, quick, motherfucker. Like they were swearing. They were very mean, and that's one thing I don't like about the army. Like, if the army could be polite, I would have had more fun in there. Like, the guys from my unit, we were all talking about this. The first morning we will never forget because it was the worst morning ever. The next few days were spent learning the basics, learning how to march properly for the vowing, which is when you swear to protect your country when the time comes. So you can imagine we were like marching from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. and it was like under the scorching hot sun, and it was, you see that. This is from the first few days. It still hasn't gone away, my sunburn. The people in the army, the people that were with me, were mixed. There were very polite soldiers, but there were also very mean soldiers. But the most important thing is that the kids in my unit were the best. We were like a family and we all looked out for each other. The other units, well, they had some problems. For example, wallets were stolen at one point in Unit 4. Unit 1 was constantly fighting with one another. But you know, Unit 2, my unit, we were always together. We were the best. A week in and my legs were killing me. I legit felt like an old person who had leg problems because of his age. It was devastating because we were on our feet since 5 a.m. and we had like no time to rest. Even when they gave us time to rest, we had so many things to do in order to prepare for the next training or whatever. So we never actually got to relax. On the 27th of May was our first day off, which meant we got to go out. AKA, it was Christmas Day. I was so excited that day. I saw normal people. I drank the best coffee of my life, no exaggeration. And I finally relaxed for the first time in like 2 weeks, and life felt kind of normal for a hot minute. While in the army, we were basically doing 3 things: marching, rehearsing the vowing ceremony, and we had shifts like the unit guard, the toilet guard. Yes, it was fabulous. We were guarding the toilet. If somebody went there and shit it all over the place, we were cleaning it. That was the highlight of my life. And the final and beloved shift at the diner, which meant you were either a waiter or you were doing the dishes or you were a cook. It was exhausting. It was the worst shift ever because it was like, it was a 24-hour shift with a break during the night when you went home at your unit, I mean, to sleep. But it was so tiring and emotionally frustrating. I went there like 6 or 7 times. The last few times I cried. At one point, I think it was week 2 or week 3, we trained on how to handle and fire a gun. And that was crazy. I've played lots of video games with guns, but when it came down to the real thing, stuff got real. It was heavy, the gun. It was difficult. Even the most simple things like loading and reloading and stuff. It was just frustrating. I was so anxious every time I was holding the gun. The bad thing is I have to get used to it because for the next 8 months I'm gonna be going around with a gun. Yay! I had my first breakdown 2 weeks in on a Tuesday. I was on my shift at the diner, of course, and I was super tired of worrying and working extra hard to be okay in there, to make sure I do everything right. I was putting so much pressure on me when the other soldiers were like, F it, I don't care. I was just super tired. It was like constant work for like 24 days. And I had to break down at one point. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I'm surprised it took me that long. But in happier news, that place taught me to be grateful for the things and people I have in my life. It made me more patient and it made me emotionally stronger because that place wants to put you down because you have the people that are hired from you, the soldiers, and they try to make you feel like shit, like you're useless, like you're an object, a robot. And I made it. Bitches, I made it. I am home for 2 whole weeks, and after that I'm going to a base very close to my home, so things are gonna be a lot better, I hope. All I can say is I'm grateful for the strength God gave me in that place, and I appreciate life even more now. I know it sounds crazy, but that place is like a prison. So this was my update video that I promised you. I'm so happy that I am sitting here doing this. If you enjoyed my video, make sure to hit the like button, show your support. I would really appreciate it. Comment down below and subscribe because I make ratchet random videos every Saturday. Yes, I'm gonna make a video next week and the week after that. And then videos are gonna be more all over the place because I will have different schedules in the army, but I will be making videos. I promise. Oh my god, I shot a video. I know you see me looking like that, acting strange, but you know, when you've been stripped of everything you knew for an entire month, miles away from your home and your family, when you get back to your life, it's just weird. Yet it feels like I never left. You know? Thank you so much for sticking around even when I was not here, and I'll see you next week. I love you. I love you!